Man, what it do, y'all? We gonna be reacting to the takeoff situation and Sydney Leday. You know what I'm saying? She just came out pretty much 3 months after the situation happened, and they saying that she was preparing for the situation to be shown to the public. But I want to see what y'all think, man. Let me know your opinion, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We finna get into this. Let's go.
Word on the street is she got shot in her head. Based on my analysis, she was grazed, been in the hospital for only a week, released, and the whole time, people offering up prayers. She was home chilling already.
She know all the answers we need, you know what I mean, to the takeoff case. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to crack no case. They got it on the internet already. You know what I mean? I just don't like to see the situation, how it's playing out. RP Takeoff, long live Takeoff, man.
Now she's lawyered up, ready to get the bag. Not justice. She's interested in money. Well, without further ado, we don't want to waste any more time.
That was torture by itself.
So 7 hours later, you get to your daughter. What did you see?
Basically, the picture that I posted on her GoFundMe is what I saw. She had a tube. To me, she looked like she was dead.
Wow.
Me being a mom.
And notice they post a picture with the tube in her mouth on the GoFundMe. Why? Because that's the picture that was going to make everybody feel sorry for her.
That's crazy. You know what I mean? She done posted a GoFundMe, you know what I mean, a few months after the passing of Takeoff, the RP Takeoff. Then they claim she was home the whole time when she claimed the GoFundMe. And then she's on the news? Oh, no, that's crazy.
The daughter was home the whole time. She was already home. And they were racking in the dough, y'all. They were getting bread when the daughter was already home. But you thought the daughter was in the hospital suffering because you looked at that picture and the picture moved you to go into your wallet. And the whole time, the daughter was home the whole time, man. That's crazy.
Just something I'll never forget.
How long was it before she woke up that first time?
Okay, let's keep in mind, y'all. She not talking about Takeoff at all. Her mother, not talking about Takeoff at all. Mind you, the interviewer not even asking questions like, who shot you? Who shot you? Who? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't adding up all together because it's not making sense. Like, this on the news, they ain't really asking no questions to get down to the nitty gritty. Like, they really just focusing on her and zooming in on her and her being emotional, her mom being emotional, and them really just trying to run the bag up. Y'all go look at her GoFundMe and y'all leave a comment. You know what I mean? Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about it, because I don't know what to think at this point. You know what I mean? RP Takeoff, long live Takeoff, bro. It's just looking dark. You know what I mean? It look like they trying to run up the bag off of him. If anything, you know what I mean? And he talking about she was grazed, though.
How long was it before she woke up that first time?
Uh-oh.
Probably the next day.
The next day. The next day. She just said, when did she wake up? She said the next day. The next day? I thought she was in a coma. That mean that she was just sleeping. That wasn't a coma. This is crazy.
She woke up and, like she said, she wanted to leave. So they had to keep her sedated.
Sedated? Sedated? Keep her? So the daughter woke up, wanted to go home. Translation, the daughter got up, started to fight, started to make a bunch of noise. That's why they had to sedate her. Somebody's out of control. They're hysterical. They flipping out. I want to go home. I want to go home. Zim. Are y'all getting the picture now?
And just seeing her, you know, her hands are in mittens, the tube.
Notice her hand is in mitten, the tube that's in her mouth, all the type of stuff to make you feel sorry for her. Let's go.
You know, just the whole look of everything. And
yeah, even my friends are, when they see the picture, they just,
Wow.
like, you need a warning sign.
I gotta shout out to that brother, man, Ringo TV reactions for this one. The breakdown was crazy. But if you ain't noticed nothing, notice the big question. Who shot Takeoff? You know what I mean? Who shot you?
Wow.
Like, you need a warning sign.
So let me get this straight. So because of the picture that you put on the GoFundMe, your friends need a warning sign. You have to show them a warning sign before they see your photo. Are y'all seeing what they did? They used that picture to play on your mind. Because when you see a young lady in the bed with tubes and all this stuff, with her face look like it's swollen, it makes you feel sorry for them. Money started coming out your wallet immediately. Whole time she home. It's crazy.
I didn't share a lot of things with my family because it was so much going on, and once I did.
You getting shot in your head, fam, but yet all your bodily functions is moving, everything is normal. Cause you know, you get shot in the head, man, it knocks off certain things. Sometimes half of your body stop, fam. You can't even lift up your arm. This one you can move, but this one you can't. It's like, because it messed up your head, fam. So look at the way the daughter's moving. Everything seems to be working.
You know, I agree. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound normal. You know what I'm saying? If a person got shot in the head, it sounds like they nerve system or something would start working weird. Like you probably wouldn't be able to move your arm. You know what I mean?
She got grazed, y'all. She got grazed. If she got shot in her head, fam, she'll be all messed up. There'll be all sorts of problems, and she would not go home in 1 week. That's crazy, man. She would have to, she had to undergo a lot of therapy, a lot of recovery. She ain't leaving that hospital no time soon. They trying to get that bag, man. They after the bag.
Post the GoFundMe, it was like everything started over.
Notice, after they post the GoFundMe, it's like everything started all over. They trying to be like, oh, I'm traumatized, I'm hurt, I'm replaying the situation that happened to my daughter. That's what they're going through right now.
People
I had
wanted
to
to know how she
explain
was doing. What
yes.
happened?
First, a lot of calls, and yeah, it did. Like, it was coming back all over again.
Wow.
Which we knew was gonna happen, but
Which we knew was going to happen.
Like you having those emotions all over again.
She said all of those emotions came back again. We knew it was going to happen again. So I need some monetary damages so I can feel good.
So she's sitting here trying to tell us, me and you, that having a panic attack is worse than being shot in the back of the head. In the back of the head. By a 9mm or a 45.
So I can feel good. Even though I'm going to keep having these emotional issues, I need some money. Please. But notice, nobody's talking about justice for Takeoff. Nobody's talking about, you know, I would like to see the killer arrested. She ain't even talking about that. Let it make sense, y'all.
There's no planning for any of it. It's no planning with her having nightmares. She was constantly nauseated. She couldn't eat. The anxiety, constant emotions.
So basically, she's sitting here trying to tell me and you that all of that sound worse than being shot in the back of the head.
Constant emotions, all of these problems.
Out of nowhere, she's crying, you know.
Out of nowhere, she's crying.
We're just trying to take care of her. And so we had to deal with all of that.
Meaning we had to pay for this, we had to pay for that, and we need some money. Please give us our money.
And we're still dealing with it. For a while, she was afraid. She
Afraid?
didn't know, you know.
Uh-oh. She didn't know what? Afraid of who? The Prince family? She didn't know if anybody was going to try to retaliate, if they were going to come get her, because you know the investigators had to be at that hospital to question her. Remember, in the initial story, remember they said something about how the investigators went to the hospital to talk to whoever was, you know, who. She probably told them, I ain't seen nothing, I don't know nothing. Think about it. Because at no point is she's mentioning nothing. She ain't even talking about, did Clark do it? Did Lil Cam do it? Who did it? Was there another shooter that we don't know about? It could have been another gunman there. We don't know.
Just didn't know. You know, even as a mother, I'm sheltering her from the TV.
You're sheltering a 24-year-old from the TV? Listen, fam, we got to stop playing. This is a grown lady here. She's 24. She's not a baby. She can hold her own. She don't need for you to shelter her from the TV. What else are you sheltering her from? Let's see.
I'm sheltering her. I'm keeping her phone so she's not on social media.
Okay, that's cool and all, but the big question still remains. Who shot your daughter? Who shot TakeOff? Was it a blood sacrifice? Was he backdoored? Because everybody there was invited to the party, and it was a private party.
You're going to tell me that you're going to take a 24-year-old woman's cell phone so she don't go on social media? That's a lie.
She's not seeing the pictures from that night.
But you post her picture from that night on the GoFundMe. But you don't want her to see that? This doesn't make any sense, y'all. Well, let's go.
You know, she's not reading all these comments.
She is not reading all these comments? Comments that is challenging the narrative that they're pushing out. When we give them pushback, she don't want the daughter to read those comments.
It's just a lot. You know, I'm covering up for my 7-year-old. You know, she wants to know where's Sissy.
Your 7-year-old want to know where Sissy is?
So I'm telling her, you know, she knew she was in the hospital, but I'm telling her, oh, Sissy has a headache.
Wow.
But she'll be fine.
That makes a lot of sense, right? Okay.
She knew something was going on, but she's only 7.
What do you want to say to people who are following the case, heard about Sydney's story?
At this point right here, she's supposed to say, I want justice for TakeOff and justice for my daughter. I want the person who did this captured, charged, and put in prison. That's what she's supposed to say.
What do you want to say to people who are following the case, heard about Sydney's story, who have wanted to help in some way and wanted to know how she's doing?
I just want to say it's a long road to recovery. It's a day-to-day process, you know. It's not easy.
But the process was over when your daughter got out the hospital, right? Because she was treated for her wounds.
We're so appreciative for all the love and support from strangers.
Notice the support, meaning the money. Nothing about justice for TakeOff.
You know, you just never know.
Wow.
You never know where
Never know what?
help can come from. You never know that.
They're not focused on justice. They're focused on the money, y'all.
Strangers, you know, people hear all this bad stuff every day, but it is a good side, you know.
And the good side is when you giving your money.
People that they don't know her, but
Here come more tears. Here.
Don't apologize.
Just people don't know her, but
Listen, it been over 3 months. Let's stop all the crying. You had enough time to do that. Due respect. Who shot TakeOff? Who shot your daughter? Answer the question. Who shot TakeOff? Who was the gunman? What really happened? They not saying it, y'all.
and they don't know us as a family, but to see the support and the love from people.
Wow. They focus on money, y'all.
So sometimes I have to look and think. It's a lot that I haven't even sought from my own family.
Notice how she said she haven't sought for her own family. So I haven't got a job, and I had to come to the news to say that, pretty much. Man, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, bro, because this sounded crazy, more and more crazy as it go on, man. RP TakeOff, long live TakeOff, man.
People that know her. But to see people give that don't know her, that means so much.
Notice she's still not talking about justice for TakeOff. No condolences to the family. Notice at no point, shout out to Identical, because they were the ones that brought this up, so I gotta get them their just due. They didn't even say, before I answer that question, ma'am, I would also like to pay my respects to TakeOff's family by saying my condolences to TakeOff's family. They didn't even do that. She don't even care that TakeOff got deleted, y'all. It's not even on her mind. She's focused on, I gotta get this money, man. And remember yesterday I said that they have some business, some jewelry business? It's true. So what I brought out yesterday is all facts. I didn't make it up.
I heard they were saying Sydney Leday is a creative director, and she went to school in Los Angeles. It looks as if she got a business selling jewelry. You know what I mean? And that's crazy that she a creative director and that she on the news. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that they would do, like in the industry, in the film industry. Like they create stories and plot twists and stuff. Like it's crazy, bro. Not once did she say RP TakeOff, but she got it on her Instagram. Not once did she say her condolences to the family. Not once did she say anything about TakeOff. Not once did she say anything about who shot her. We just trying to figure it out, you know, us the people.
And I can't say thank you enough. Like she said, we're grateful. So grateful. And I just know God is so good because
Wait a minute.
he didn't have to keep her here,
Hold up.
but he did.
So hold up. God is so good because he ain't have to keep her here, but he kept her there. So God is so good that he spared your daughter, but he didn't spare TakeOff. That's the wrong thing to say. Yeah, God is good, but let's not bring God into this. Who shot TakeOff? Who shot your daughter? Don't go around saying God is so good, he ain't have to spare your daughter, but your daughter is here. Because that's disrespectful to the family of TakeOff now, because it's like, so hold up. Your daughter's so special that he spared her, but an innocent man that didn't do nothing got deleted?
I grew up on the Migos. Just figuring out really that TakeOff, or they allegedly TakeOff was the leader of the Migos. You know, he wrote down bars for Quavo and Offset. I ain't know that, you know what I'm saying? He definitely seemed like the most genuine spirit out the group. And that's no doubt. RP TakeOff, long live TakeOff.
TakeOff didn't even know he died, bro. That's how messed up the whole situation is. Dude got clapped in back of the head, man. He didn't even know he died. TakeOff didn't even know who shot him. He don't even know what happened. He just got deleted, but yet nobody's fighting for his justice. Think about this, fam. TakeOff didn't even know he died. He was just clapped, transitioning to the next life. He's in the next life like, what happened? It's crazy, right? That's how fast it happened, man. Let's go.
So we have to live our life a different way, just being grateful.
As a mom, do you want someone to be held accountable for what happened that night to your daughter?
I do. Because she didn't ask for that. You know, if you just...
They didn't ask for that. RIP TakeOff, man. I ain't hear them talk about TakeOff not once. Not once. It look like they trying to cover up for the Prince family.
If you just...
You heard
I
that?
know you can't. You can go to Walmart and something can happen.
Wow.
But if you're out, you're just having a good time, you're in an establishment, I feel like you should be safe enough to go home.
Uh-oh.
You know, you shouldn't have to worry about being shot.
Are y'all listening to this mess? She ain't say, oh, I want the gunman to be charged with attempted murder. I want the shooter of TakeOff brought to justice.
Man, it sounds like to me she's saying that TakeOff, he shouldn't have had to worry about making it home. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's the way she worded it, but play it back one time, re-listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm tripping. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe,
brought
man.
to justice. She's talking about, you know, hey, I'm out having a good time. Somebody should be held accountable. Let's see what she have to say.
So if...
Here we go.
If they find someone, then that's great.
Wow.
If they have the person that they think is accountable, that's great. But yes, the place, wherever, someone should be held accountable.
Wow, 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 wow. She said, yeah, if they have the person who they think is accountable, that's fine, that's nice. But, which cancels out everything, I want money. Y'all gotta pay attention to the game.
So if they find someone, then that's great.
Wow. If they find someone, whatever. You know, if they find someone, whatever. You know, it's okay. You know, they got the person that they think is accountable. That's great. You know, it's okay if they got the person that they think, okay, that's cool. But what?
But yes, someone.
It went from someone. Notice, it went from someone to what?
The place, wherever, someone should be held accountable.
Oh, man. Wow. It went from someone being held accountable to the place. They're going to try to go after the establishment. But notice, you ain't hear her saying we going after the Prince family. Because this young lady most likely already done got pressed about that situation. Like, you better not say nothing, better not bring up my family, my name, nothing. Now they trying to sue the establishment. Wow.
Where did it hit? Can you point to it for us?
Where did it hit?
In the back?
Yeah, I have a big bald spot right there.
This is not all about celebrity. This is about human beings.
Waverly Nolly is an attorney representing the family.
This situation crazy, you know what I'm saying? This just shows you that when she put RP TakeOff in her bio, she wasn't doing that off of respect or her condolences for the family. She was doing that for her own benefit.
Going to get the bag, and they got an attorney bulldog ready to go out there and rough to get that bread. Anything for the bread.
Private parties such as this is something that doesn't occur all the time. Therefore, you should employ more measures than normal, because this is not a normal crowd.
Do you want someone to be held accountable for what happened that night to your daughter?
I do. Because she didn't ask for that. You know, if you just...
Listen, you can go anywhere and anything can pop off and you could get clapped. You understand? She even said you could go at Walmart and something can pop off. But think about what's happening here. The attorney is like, you know, they could have done more, which is true. They could have had, you know, something in place, but at the end of the day, you would think that these guys is cool. You would think that the Prince family would have protect the Migos and not make this go down.
This right here what made me think it was a blood sacrifice. Because allegedly, Quavo asked TakeOff to come out that night. You know what I mean?
This is crazy, man. This family is not even thinking about justice for Takeoff or their own daughter, man.
I know you can't. You can go to Walmart and something can happen. But if you're out, you're just having a good time, you're in an establishment, I feel like you should be safe enough to go home.
Leday is home, but life looks a lot different. After a week in the hospital and having her head stitched back together.
Having her head stitched back together.
She's still healing. Leday has always had big dreams. She's from Houston, but got her Associates of Art degree from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles. She started her own jewelry business during the pandemic and says she's always had a knack for being creative.
I told you that she had that business, fam. I told you. So I'm trying to figure out, you got a jewelry business, why the jewelry business ain't funding the medical bills? And why at 24 years old, you don't got no insurance? Somebody please talk to me about that. What's going on?
Sydney is focused on her recovery, but she knows it's going to be a long road ahead, not just physically, but also emotionally. One of the hardest parts she's dealing with are all the medical bills. At 24 years old, she has no insurance.
No insurance at 24 years old, and she have a business? I don't understand this, man. So I guess nobody in the family have medical anything, no insurance, nothing. This is crazy.
She says her GoFundMe page is one of the biggest ways people can help.
So without the GoFundMe page, she don't got no help at all, y'all. None.
Certainly wish her the very best. Good to see she's healing physically at the very least.
Yeah. On the road to recovery, but she knows she has a long way to go.
A tough road. Grace, thank you so much.
This is crazy, man. Number one, at no point did they even give any condolences to the family of TakeOff. At no point did the mother or the daughter say, we're seeking justice in terms of we want the shooter arrested and charged.
Y'all seen it here, man. You know, a lot of that stuff speak for itself. Who shot TakeOff? Who shot her daughter? You know what I'm saying? Two important questions that were never answered. So was this fake news? In my opinion, this was fake news. Because you come out 3 months later talking about you being shot in the back of the head when we knew other people were shot, but they wasn't making it seem like it was a big deal. But now you coming out, you making it a big deal, and you not saying rest in peace to TakeOff. You're not saying anything about him. You're not saying anything about the shooter. Not sending condolences. So your whole purpose was pretty much to come on this news and say how you were traumatized by the situation and that you want compensation. That's what I took out of it, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for future videos, man. Rest in peace, TakeOff. Long live TakeOff. We gone.